Greetings, fellow beardsmen. This is Brandon from GrowABeardNow.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Natural Man Bay Lime Beard Conditioning Oil by Botanical Skin Works. I'm going through a number of different beard oils today and giving them my review. And as you know, if you've watched any of the previous, that I tend to focus on marketing, packaging, presentation as one of the major features of the beard oil, because obviously you can't go and pick up a bottle of beard oil and smell it and feel it and examine it the way you can going into a store. Instead, you're stuck with a simple image on the internet, and so I'm going to be focusing on that right now. The Bay Lime Beard Conditioning Oil is a fine oil, but it lacks in a number of areas. Let's talk about the label first of all. The label is very large, giving them a lot of real estate, and they decided to use that to pack as much information in as possible, which is very hard to read and I think detracts from the overall presentation of the beard oil. I mean, just take a look at it. I mean, you're a little ways away from me right now, but can you read any of the text on there? I can hold it up to my face about here, and I can read Bay Lime Beard Oil, the large text there. The contrast is fine. It's a nice dark background with white text. But then you have the orange, which is really hard to read. And then there's even some gray in there, which is hard to read. And it's just way too much text packed into a small space. And another thing is the brand. What's the name of this beard oil? Obviously, the company that manufactures it is Botanical Skin Works, I'm assuming. But is the name of this beard oil Natural Man? Or is it Bay Lime Beard Conditioning Oil? Or is it Natural Man Bay Lime Beard Conditioning Oil, which is a mouthful? And then concentrated formula is at the bottom. Does that mean that they also sell a non-concentrated formula? What is it that makes concentrated formula special from non-concentrated? And then there's a list of different assets, reduces razor bumps, all of the different things that it does. I just feel that they're trying to do too much with this label, which is making it hard to read and just doesn't look very good. I think a better label is going to be short, simple, to the point. The name of the beard oil, maybe the company that makes it, and then that's about it. Maybe a logo that goes along with it. So I'm going to dock them a few points on that. It's just a little confusing and not very attractive. Then the bottle itself is plastic. I realize that this reduces cost a lot. Glass bottles are going to be more expensive, but glass bottles have presence, they have weight, they're much more pleasant to hold. Plastic bottles feel cheap, and plastic can also absorb oils over time, which is something you don't want to happen with your beard oil. But let's talk about the positives. The positives is that it's a nice big bottle, 4 ounces. The majority of beard oils that I've reviewed and that you're going to find come in 1 ounce little glass vials, which is not a whole lot. Now, you could go through 1 ounce of beard oil in a month or 2 months, depending on how much you use it. It took me quite a while to get as far through this bottle of beard oil as I have, because it's a nice 4-ounce bottle, and they don't charge you more. For 4 ounces, I think this costs about $16 to $17. By contrast, you could spend $20 to $25 on 1 ounce of beard oil from another manufacturer that comes in a nice glass bottle. So it's very reasonably priced. You get a lot for the money. The detriment is, of course, that it's in a plastic bottle. That might not matter to you. For me, I prefer mine in a plastic bottle. But it's got an amber color, which means that the carrier oils that are inside are going to last much longer because they're not going to be destroyed by sunlight. And most importantly, the thing that I like most about this bottle is it comes with a nice pump. I'll show you how it works. You don't have to ever open the bottle, but you can. You can see the spring in there. It's got a spring-loaded pump that allows you to put a nice portion of beard oil into the palm of your hand without you wasting any. As opposed to many other beard oil containers which might have nothing and you have to dump a little into your hand or find ways to get it on there. This gives you nice even proportions. So let's take a look at the texture and let's take a look at the smell. I'm just going to 2 quick pumps right in the palm of the hand, rub it together. And one thing I noticed immediately is that this has a very silky texture. Some beard oils, they feel oily and thick, like somebody just poured a big vat of olive oil into the bowl or into the bottle, or coconut oil or something really thick and milky like that. But this doesn't feel that way. This feels really silky, almost like a lubrication, which I think is a good sign. That's the kind of beard oil that I prefer. I don't prefer the thick and goopy stuff. I prefer the thin and silky stuff. It's not watery and it's not too oily. It's nice and thin. So 5 out of 5 for texture for me. Let's try smell. Let's just cup the beard. Oh yeah, like a cupping, like you're in Capitol Hill in downtown Seattle, and you're going to one of those ritzy coffee cuppings. Let's put it in the beard, and then yes, we've got scents of bay lime, which obviously is a giveaway because this is bay lime beard oil. But what I'm not noticing is a fruity flavor, and it's not terribly citrusy either. It's definitely softer. It's softer than say a really masculine cedar smell, although there is a bit of that in there, but it's got a slight floral, I guess I would call it a floral scent. It feels open and springy a little bit, while also feeling masculine. Let's take a look at the ingredients here. We've got sesame seed oil, jojoba seed oil, vitamin E, the tears of slaughtered whales, West Indian bay, lime, rosemary, and Australian sandalwood essential oils. So they do have sandalwood in there, and sandalwood is actually a fairly expensive essential oil. So I'm surprised to see that in this bottle. Sandalwood is that smell that you know, when you smell a cologne or something, and it's got that masculine kind of musky smell. That's sandalwood. That's the typical sandalwood smell, and it's a very expensive essential oil. So I'm actually surprised that to find sandalwood in a bottle of oil that's so inexpensive. By the ounce. This is a very inexpensive oil by the ounce. And yet, if you remember when I was describing the smell, it doesn't really smell. I don't smell a lot of the sandalwood. I can see it now that I know it's in there. I can see it. I can sense a little bit of it in there. But the overwhelming thing that I'm smelling is springy, kind of floral, very fresh feeling and scent, which is nice. It is very pleasant. So there you go. I highly recommend this oil. The pump action is what really sells me on the bottle design, even though I would prefer if it were glass and if they could change the way the label looks and maybe even the name of the oil. The pump action is great. You could reuse it, so in the future, when you finish this bottle, just take another bottle of your favorite beard oil. Even if you don't buy this brand again and just reuse the bottle for the pump action, it's a great way to not waste any of the oil. Overall, a great little bottle of beard oil. So, happy bearding, ladies and gentlemen.